I don't know. You could delete that too.
So YouTube, it's your boy, Caduce, and I'm back with another video. You know what's going on with me, man. So today, I'm gonna film a little story time. Tell y'all a story. One of Q's greatest hits. The time I lost that V, man. Now, it's an interesting story. I'm not even gonna cap it, y'all. It's an interesting story. So, I was chilling, man, like chilling, like on this faithful night, like just chilling. And I was on my thought boy shit. Like at this point, bro, like the monkey app at this time was going dumb. Like I feel like at this time it had just dropped. Like it was going stupid. So like at this time I was like, what's all the hype about? Because I started seeing it all over YouTube. I was like, what's the hype about? Like, what's this about? Like, I really want to know like what's with it and all that. So I got on the monkey app, I was on there for a minute and I was really like, I don't know how I feel about this, because it was like there was some little kids on it. So I was like, what's this? Like, I was like this close to deleting it, but I was like, hold on. Let me be patient. Let me not rush it. Something might happen. And God bless the brother for that patience. God bless the brother for that patience. I met this girl, bro. Thick. Like, I'm talking about thick. Like, you won't believe it. Like, I was like, ooh. She was thick, you know what I'm saying? But I had to see what all the other attributes, what she could bring to the table. I had to see what everything else was talking about. So, I was talking to her on Monkey. We was passing back conversation. And I think I was talking to her about weave or whatever. And she was conversating back with me. So I was like, all right, she might not be dumb as bricks. You know what I'm saying? Because normally, there are one or two things you looking for when you on that online dating type. You either looking to hit it and dip, you know what I'm saying? Or you looking to take a serious. 9 times out of 10, you looking to hit it and dip. But at that time, you know what I'm saying, I was a little bit in my serious / you know what I'm saying, thought stage. I was like in between, like, I wasn't really like on one side or the other. So at that point, like, I took it serious, you know what I'm saying? So immediately that day I got the number. So I'm thinking, all right, man, I'm in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting a number. I ain't getting no snap. I ain't getting nothing else. I ain't get the snap till after I got the number. So I'm thinking in my head, like, Brody, you like that? You official. So it's like at this point, I'm just like, all right, I got to work my move now because I got the number. So it's obviously meaning that this just wasn't a random conversation. I got to do something about this, man. I got to. So me and her just started texting back and forth. And conversation was smooth. Like, I'm talking about, bro, like, that was actually somewhat intelligent. So conversation keeps continuing, man. And I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, where that girl stay at, bro? Because, like, I didn't really pay attention on the monkey app. I be telling you, like, what state and city they stay in. But I didn't really pay attention. At that time, I was just hearing itself. I wasn't paying no kind of attention. I was on some, I'm not finna cap. Nigga was on some thirsty shit at that time. I'm not finna cap. I wouldn't say I was desperate, but didn't want to talk to some, bro. My phone would dry, bro. That shit would dry down so hard desert. I was trying to get into something. So I ain't even pay attention. So she started asking me what side of town I stay on, and I started asking her what side of town she stay on. So I find out she stay about 2 hours away from me. So at this time, I'm thinking like, bro, I'm on that. Now I realized that at this time, bro, I was a working man. I got this vehicle that I'm in right now. So I'm thinking like, bro, I got to do something about this, bro. I got to. Like, it's a mandatory. It's a must. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Why the hell would you be dumb enough to drive 2 hours for a whole girl? Y'all got to realize, at this time, I wasn't worried about all that. I'm not finna cap. And in the conversation also, she was talking on some freaky shit. So I'm thinking, hey, I might take a loss. You know what I'm saying? I might not hit on the first time, but hey, I might come up on something the second or third time. You know they say third time the charm. So I'm thinking in my head, I ain't worried if I take me a little L right now. I can win in the playoffs. I might win the Super Bowl. So I think, hey, like, fuck it. That's cool. I gas up my tank, bro. I'm thinking, let me push up. So my dumb ass decide, okay, so mind y'all, bro. This faithful night that we talking about, I push up. Where she stay at is Columbus. I don't know if you stay in Georgia, you know where that's at. That's like heading towards like motherfucking over there. Like Alabama shit. If y'all niggas know exactly where I'm talking about. And if she watched this video, she know what's up. I really don't care. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? She stay over there. So I'm thinking in my head like, bro, you know, I'm just finna go and come back. Now, y'all thinking, why would you spend 5 hours in the car? Again, like I said, I wasn't worried about that. Now that I look back on all this was the most retarded shit I ever did. But hey, we live and we learn, right? So I take myself over there, and mind you, I got work the next day. And mind you, it ain't at 10, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's at 5 a.m. Okay. So I get to her side like around 9, maybe 8, maybe 9, bro. Okay. So we chilling. She showed me the scenery and everything. She showed me around town. And I'm thinking at this point, like, okay, what's up? Like, is she really feeling me? Because obviously, I didn't drive down here for no 2 hours for you to be on no BS. So I need to know right now, are you feeling me or are you not? Because if you not, I can take my ass back home. Like, I got work in the morning. I don't need to be messing with you. So we pull up to the little university over there, and anybody that stay over there know where I'm talking about, the major university over there. So we pull up over there, and we just chilling, we cooling, everything is cool, it's a vibe. I'm like, okay, I like this, you know? So I'm cooling and everything, and she just all up on me and everything, we holding hands. I'm like, I just met this bitch and I'm holding her hands. I'm like that. You know, I'm feeling myself. I'm like, yes, sir, baby, you feeling me. Woo. I'm like, woo, I'm feeling myself all in my head and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm all like this, you know what I'm saying? Hugging her like this, doing like this, hitting all the maneuvers, holding the hand extra tight. Like I'm that nigga at that point. Like I'm just like, I'm like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm all the way in the league at that point. So I'm like, bro, there is no way I'm doing all this and I'm not coming back. So, to cut the long story short, I end up taking her back home. And mind you, this is where this is so dumb. So I still got to go to work. I can't call off work. That Speedway where I used to work at, which I quit that. But where I used to work at, bro, there was no calling off, bro. It wasn't happening, bro. You could goddamn fall off a roof. You weren't calling off, bro. And there's a whole nother situation with that I don't even feel like explaining. But you couldn't call off. And at first, I was thinking of calling off, but I already knew if I wanted to call off, I was going to have to put in my 2 weeks. Hated that job so much. It was on some BS. But anyway, I knew I couldn't call off. So literally, leaving there at 2 o'clock in the morning, and notice it takes 2.5 hours to get there. I left there and went straight to work. Straight to work, bro. Bro, that was the toughest 8 hours of my life. I went home and went straight to sleep. I was knocked out, bro. Oh, God, that was tough. Okay, so now, at this point, one good thing about that job that I had, if you let them folks know in advance, you can take 3 to 4 days off. So I'm thinking in my head like, I gotta plan a weekend. All right, So at this point, her mama like wanted to know who I was, like, you know, cause she started seeing me. I started me and girls started FaceTiming each other every day. Like, it started turning into I want to talk to you every day. So I'm thinking, bro, I gotta go back up here, bro. There's no way I can't go back. I got to go back up here. So I'm thinking in my head like, yeah, I got to. It's a must. It's a mandatory. I gotta go back up here. So I plan the weekend, call out for work. I tell my mom some BS, knowing full and well she ain't finna let me go to no Columbus for no weekend. Why would you want to go to Columbus for a weekend? For what? To do what? Okay, now this is the part where we get to losing that. Finally hitting that. Finally, you know what I'm saying? Finally, yeah. So this faithful time that I came, bro, I took off a good 4 days off of work. So I was up there, bro. We was chilling, everything, yada, yada, yada. And notice, girl had said before, me and her had made plans to book a hotel. So you should already know what's about to go down that night that we go check into the hotel. Hold on, just wait. So me and her, we head to a few places. We go to this little arcade or whatever, and we just having fun. We had a little scuttle in there, but it really wasn't about nothing, bro. We wasn't talking about nothing. She was still messing with me anyway. But yeah, we had a little scuttle. We got in the car, whatever, and we chatted it up, and you know, we go back to the crib. So the day to finally for all this to happen comes. So we go to the telly. We go to the telly, you know? And boy, when I tell you, bro, I don't know what it was, but the minute we got in that room, curves just started looking different. Like, bro, like, she started looking all kinds of different. Like, there's some things I ain't never seen before that I started seeing the minute I walked in that door. So I'm thinking in my head, like, bruh, ain't no way in hell you just spent this $150 on this hotel and you ain't about to hit. You crazy as hell. So I'm thinking, which way I'm finna play this? Because I know full and well I'm not about to go out this hotel and say I booked the hotel with the girl in it and I didn't hit. I was like, hey, you gotta be out your damn mind. So things start happening. We watching TV. She feeling all up on me and everything. And I'm thinking in my head, like, I got to attack. There's no way this prey right here, and I'm not finna attack. So I attack. Boom. One piece. I'm kissing all up on her. I'm in there. I'm in there for sure. Next thing I know, bro, you know the next thing that happened, bro. Hands start getting moving. Things start get the whoop, 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 whoop. She start, yeah. It start, woo, it start, yeah. It start getting like that. Next thing I know, and bro, like this, bro. This is why, like, I'm so, bro. This horrible event happened to me. So, I'm already on go mode. Like, you know, man, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go down. Next thing I know, I'm in there, and I start overthinking, bruh. I couldn't even tell you why I start overthinking. Like, bro, so, like, my next thing is, bro, this girl, BBW, she gonna suck my soul, man. Like, I'm gonna be out of my body. So at that point, I know if I can't perform any action, at least I'm gonna get my soul sucked. So at this point, I'm like, at least if I'm gonna take the L and she gonna go out there and say, he ain't do nothing, at least I know I got a dub, because I got my soul sucked. But you gotta remember what kind of, like,
Bye, have a great time.